Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back to my parlour. And today my daughter came home from Thailand and she had a really good time, and she's so tired after a 10-hour flight from Singapore. So she's on the lounge resting, just sort of having a bit of lunch and chilling out a bit, so to recuperate. Don't want to get jet lag. But she brought me something back from Thailand. So I want to share that with you today, just to show you what I have received all the way from Thailand. So I'm really, really excited about that because she asked me what I wanted, and this is what I said I would like. So first of all, though, what I show you is what she found on the beach. In the very first place she stayed, they went on the beach and found some sea glass for me. So I'm very excited about that. I do like sea glass, and I find some sometimes, but this is one. It's all the way from Thailand, so from Phuket. So that's really, really exciting, isn't it? My daughter did find some beautiful pieces of coral, but it's prohibited to bring anything back on that from Thailand. It's jail sentence if you bring back coral. But I do have a picture that she sent me, so that's really nice. But this is the next best thing, some beautiful pieces of sea glass. So they're nice and smooth, very, very smooth actually, and quite light. So they've been in the water for quite some time. So wouldn't it be funny if this one floated all the way from Australia to Phuket, got tumbled and abraded by the sea and ended up in Phuket and came home again? Wouldn't that be something awesome to think about? But yeah, so that's great. And also from one of the night markets, this is what my daughter brought back for me. It adds to my collection because I love Buddhas and I love hands. So here is a Buddha sitting in a hand, and all the way from Thailand, as you can see. So I just love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I will place that on my reading altar when I do my readings for you guys. So I just think that's so beautiful. It's not very big. It's only about 4 inches maybe. But absolutely gorgeous, even with the nails. So I'm very happy with that indeed. So that's from Thailand for me, from my daughter. She had a really good time, and yeah, I've got so many photographs that I needed to transfer to a USB for her that she sent to me. So I'll transfer them to a USB for her, and she can keep them. Because anything happens to your computer, you know what it's like, guys. If anything happens to your computer, you lose everything. So always back up on a USB or an external hard drive, because computers crash all the time and you lose all your memories if you've got everything stored on there. So I'm just giving you the heads up. Anything stored on your computer, back it up occasionally so you have an external copy of what it is that you keep on your computer that is important to you, like memories and photographs and things like that, videos. So you always back up. So I'm going to do that for my daughter and pass it to her. Now, today I realised that my suitcase has overflowing, so I had to go and buy a new bag to take home the things that I bought from my op shopping expeditions, especially a lot of books. And while I was there, you know me, can't help myself. I didn't find the suitcase, but I found something similar. But I didn't find the suitcase I wanted, but I found other things. So have a look what I found. This is just too adorable. For my teddy bears picnics, remember everyone's invited to teddy bears picnics, and you'll find lots of different friends there. So I found a little giraffe. Isn't he just the most adorable thing? Oh, so I found him. He was only $1, so I'm very, very happy with that. So he just sits there like that. And I also found this little dolly. This little dolly. Oh, she's so sad. Oh, so sad. But turn her around and she has a smile. So I just thought again, this one is just too cute to leave behind. And again, for teddy bear's picnics, she needs a wash. Definitely needs a wash. But other than that, she's just adorable. And she's by Lily and George. So I'm going to have to look that up because I'm not too sure. She looks very familiar for some reason to my daughter and her partner. So, of course, they're much younger than I am. So maybe something from their childhood or something else like that. So I'm going to give you guys a quote from the book. Your only limit is you, and a self-care card for today's reading. So I'm just going to drag those out. George the giraffe is going to sit here and be a supervisor. I'm very happy with that. It's very, very happy. So the self-care card. Put that back there behind there. Excuse me, George. And the only limit is you as well. So I'm going to give you a card first. I haven't put timestamps on this reading. So this might make it for everyone. Okay, the card. Let's have a look. The card is for everyone. Tenderness. Speak gently to yourself. Cherish the child within. So speak gently to yourselves today, guys. Especially respecting, and not just cherishing, but respecting the child within. You know, sometimes, I don't know about you guys, I have done inner child work. I did it myself. As you know, I'm a Reiki 2 practitioner, so I can do distance healing. And I decided one day to try and connect with my childhood, especially since there's an incident that happened to me many, many years ago. I was only about 8 or 9, and it changed my life, and it made my life miserable, to put it to the point. And every now and then my mind goes back to it, and I was getting tired of that. I was getting tired of feeling as though I was to blame, and that if I couldn't reconcile with that, then, you know, it was the truth, that was my fault. So I went back to my childhood using Reiki, and I spoke to myself as a child, and we went through the whole process of, you know, trying to heal myself and talking to myself as I would another child that you know, and it worked, and I was really, really impressed with that. And now that I sometimes do remember that situation, it's no longer fraught with anxiety, and it's just a memory now, and one that I can pass over as quickly as it comes. Before I would dwell on it, you know. So this is like taking those memories and making them a memory. Sure, you'll never forget that particular moment that happened to you that changes your life forever, or just sort of changes the way you see life and progress through life, and then why you make the decisions you make. And sometimes you wonder why, and sometimes it takes you back to that childhood moment, and you realise that's the moment that it happened, and that's the moment that affects everything else that you do. And so I went back to that moment. I do believe I healed that moment. It's now just a distant memory, one that, it happened, but there's no anxiety about it anymore. There's no dwelling on it anymore. It comes and it goes, and I just leave it at that. I don't feel the need to go further into it, you know what I mean? So if you've got a moment like that, perhaps a healing, a guided healing that you can either do yourself. There are lots of CDs out there. There are a lot of things on the internet. Just be very careful about who you choose. Choose someone that you can trust to help guide you through a childhood trauma healing session. If you're lucky enough to have participated in Reiki, you could easily do it yourself. It's not difficult, but it can bring up a lot of emotion, so be prepared for that. But it's really, really beneficial. So if you can do that, it sort of really helps. And then you'll get to a stage when you can just, let it go and realise it's just something that happened. And now you're an adult, you've got claim over what it is and how you react to it, and you can realise then that a lot of healing can and will occur. So if you can, speak to yourself gently, speak to yourself with compassion, speak to yourself with honesty and support and lots of self-love. So cherish the child within, support the child within, love who you are, and so that's what's coming through here with that one, guys. So it may or may not be relevant to everyone, but that's the whole idea about some of these readings. Some of these readings are just because so turn your smile around and make yourself feel a little bit better. Doesn't change what happened, of course it never will, but it changes the way that you react to it now that you are an adult and can understand that it wasn't your fault and that you can heal from it. So, your only limit is you. What are you holding yourself back from? What would the universe like you to think about? Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. And we know who Helen Keller is. If you don't know who Helen Keller is, do look her up. She was deaf, dumb and mute, and she had a very amazing life. So life is either a daring adventure or nothing. And opportunities multiply as they are seized. Yes, definitely. So I hope that's been interesting for you today, everyone. And as I say, I've got my my Buddha. I just love my new Buddha and my sea glass. So I'm really, really pleased with that, all the way from Thailand. So thank you very much, everyone. And when I next see you again, I will be at home, back in my own space. And so until then, guys, so many blessings.